Yo, listen up. I got a comment on one of my videos from one of you guys. Shout out to everybody who's been subscribing, by the way, bro. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If you haven't already, make sure you join the tribe, subscribe. You already know the vibe. Welcome to the video, by the way. And going back to what I was saying, I got a comment, and it's a really good topic to touch on right now. The comment said something along the lines of, Henry, what's your opinion, or how do you feel about dropping out of school, dropping out of high school, dropping out of college, right? So I decided, you know what, this is the perfect topic for another video. Should you drop out of school? Should you drop out of high school? Should you drop out of college? How do I feel about it? Etc., etc. I'm gonna go straight into this, guys. I wrote a book. It was more of like an essay, but I published it as a book on Amazon now, called College Controversy. Do you need a college degree to be successful? Right? Do you even need a high school diploma, a GED, or anything like that? Right? Because you do see people, contrary to popular belief, who never had any type of traditional education, no degree or anything like that, didn't go to college, right? Yet they're still successful, making money, multimillionaires, entrepreneurs, whatever the case may be. And then you do see, though, people who didn't get any education, and they get lost and they have no path and they limit themselves. You also see people who have the degrees and all the credentials and all the skills, and they studied and they have all the bells and whistles, but they're not even applying it. They're not even using it, right? They're not making any gain from their investments or their time in studying and stuff like that. So it was kind of purposeless, pointless, you could say. So the key thing here to think about, guys, is college education and stuff like that. It really is a privilege, okay? The ability to learn, to be taught, private school, public school, whatever level of college it is, community college, D1, whatever, Ivy League, whatever, okay? It's a privilege, okay? Now, with today's world, with the way the world is set up, with being 21, you got Google, you have pretty much access to everything at your fingertips. You can get the answers to pretty much anything you want pretty much instantly, right? So a lot of the stuff you're gonna learn, and a lot of the time that you put in to high school or college could potentially be a waste, because you could be doing better things quicker, faster, getting answers quicker and faster, and therefore becoming more successful faster. So my reply and how I feel about school in general, the education system, is that, well, I believe it's a good structure, to some degree. I believe that there are a lot of things you can learn from it, especially the social dynamic of it, right? The social aspect of it, going in, having the interaction with people, that's a good thing. Private school or public school, uniform or no uniform, just that ability to interact with humans is good. Now, the curriculum probably could use some changing. The curriculum could use some updating, revision. A lot of the stuff that they teach you in high school, college is pointless. It's a waste of time. And it's just cramming your brain with useless knowledge, useless facts, tidbits of information, trivial things. So not saying that it's a waste of time to go to school or anything like that, but what you learn should be more applicable into the real world, right? So as long as you're learning, as long as you're leveling up, you don't necessarily need to depend on the traditional education system. You can teach yourself things. You can use the internet. You can do your own research. You can go to different sources and find out for your own self. Because a lot of things you're going to be taught won't even have anything to do with what you're trying to do or want to be in life, right? So just remember, you're going to be taking a risk, though, if you drop out. Okay, you're going to be taking a risk if you don't go to school, because now you're limiting yourself to some degree to basically make something happen, right? You have to make something happen. You got to be good at something. You got to network. You're gonna have to meet people. You're still gonna have to put yourself out there and make something out of nothing, because you literally don't have anything. You have nothing to lean on, no foundation besides just you and yourself. So make something happen. If you're gonna drop out, if you're not gonna finish school, or whatever the case may be, you're not gonna go, make sure you do have a plan. Okay. Now I'm getting a phone call right now, that's why I took a quick pause. Guys, overall, it's a privilege, you know. Some people don't even have the opportunity to go to school. Some people wish they could, some people can't, you know. It costs money a lot of times. Sometimes you're not just, people just aren't in the right place at the right time, or even, you know, some of the things that they're teaching you, some of the teachers, they don't have the passion, you know, and some of them do though, you know. So depending on where you're at, who you're around in the school, in the situation, you know, and your school district and all these different things, you know, and your motivation, you know, school can be a good thing though, right? It can still definitely be a good thing. You can get a lot out of it. You can learn a lot from it, especially when, like I said before, just the whole person-to-person thing, people, right? With COVID happening, you know, everything's digital, everything's Zoom, everything's virtual, right? So you're not getting that human interaction as much, which is interesting, right? Especially for, you know, like people who, well, it's just interesting all around, you know. It's interesting all around. So, yeah, guys, you know, I'm not really too strong opinionated on either side of this situation. I'm not like, yo, you gotta go to school, you must get a degree, you must. I'm also not saying, yo, fuck it, you don't need it. I'm saying, you know what, I'm indifferent. You can and you could if you want, and you do it. If you don't, then whatever, you know, that's your choice. But I'm just reading this message I got just now. Yeah. So that's it, man. I did go to college, you know. Obviously I finished high school, I went to college. Am I proud of it? Am I happy I went to it? Sure, yes, of course. Do I regret it? Do I wish I didn't? No. Right? So I'm okay with my decision. You know, I know a lot of you are concerned with debt or student loans, or just feeling like you're wasting your time, or feeling like it doesn't have anything to do with what you want to do. And whatever the case may be, whatever your excuse is, whatever your reason is, right? So then don't go. You know, then don't do it. But just remember, you must be good at something. You got to do something. You got to make something of yourself. You can't just not go to school and then just expect the world to love you and give you things and open doors for you. You do limit yourself to an extent, I would say, but not entirely. And there's certain ways to navigate around it, right? So you might even, in fact, might be able to just jump over obstacles, you know. It all depends on the person. It just depends on you, your goals, your desires, your ambitions, and your abilities, man. So at the end of the day, school, whether you should drop out of it or not, it's a personal choice, man. It's a personal decision. There is no right or wrong answer, because you can see people who are successful and unsuccessful, who have done both, stayed in school, went to school, got freaking all types of degrees and levels of doctorates, and they're sitting there upset, and then vice versa. You know, nothing. People have nothing and they have pure blissful lifestyles. So it really just depends again on you as an individual. Comment below what you want to know. If you found this video informative, if you got any value from it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, man, join the tribe. You already know, turn on the post notification bell, and check out all the links in the description. Thanks so much for watching. As always, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focus on success. And when you see me drop another video, you already know what to do. Tap in.